The heart of Lorcan shattered not by Nerevar, but by the tribunal's theft of its divine essence. This theft cursed the Chimer, flesh blackened, souls bound to a debt no mortal could repay. In Morrowind's caves flickers a whisper curls through the air, casting asterisk shadows on a Namira's mural of price asterisk Red Mountain's eruption. Azura's statue watches, as if smoldering like acknowledging a coals. Flickers a whisper curls through the air, casting asterisk shadows on a Namira's mural of price asterisk. Tilts, Azura's statue watches imperceptibly, as if smoldering like acknowledging a coal's name erased from the Elder Scrolls. What toll is paid when gods bargain in shadows? The stone head stills, a pact was struck where suns collide. Azura's light does not burn it asterisk transmutes asterisk. Dawn forges what dusk unmake. The Dunmer bloodline not cursed but asterisk anchored asterisk. Souls as stakes in a game older than time. To wield her fire a price is paid in shadow. By Azura, by Azurath Nerevarine's vow binds tongue to truth. A forgotten name haunts the edges of this deal, not punishment, not blessing, a ledger of balance, every Dunmer life a line in the debt. Every death a mark against the void. Azura does not rule Twilight's asterisk is asterisk the chasm between hope and ruin, twin blades at her side. The invocation echoes, a reminder, collateral is not paid in gold, it is paid in asterisk souls asterisk, and the contract, it demands its due, always. Before the convention sealed the stars, Azura wandered the Oribus wild void, her power was not stolen. It was asterisk forged asterisk in Lorcan's heart, where the tribunal bled divinity from the god's corpse. There, she made an unspoken bargain with Namira. A soul asterisk his asterisk soul was bound into the Dunmer bloodline. No hammer struck, no scream echoed. Only silence as the forgotten prince's essence became their birthright, their burden. The Dunmer rose, their strength was not a gift. It was a ledger entry, every royal heir, every warrior's rage, every priest's chant a down payment. Namira's hunger was satisfied, Azura's pact remained unbroken. But the tribunal's theft left a wound. A sphere of shadow, Azura's domain swelled around them, not a prison, a asterisk promise asterisk. The curse is not fire, it is the shadow of the contract, the Dunmer do not burn for sins. They asterisk are asterisk the sin-living ink in a debt older than time. The tribunal's stolen divinity whispers in their veins. The forgotten prince's soul gnaws at their bones, and Azura, she watches. The price was paid, the contract remains unbroken, and the debt, it waits. Always. Ash blanketed the red year, crops failed, skies choked. From this veil, Azura's hand became a shadow. The tribunal stole divinity not from gods, but from silence. They took what lay between realms, what no name could hold. The Nerevarine swore oaths to balance the scales, yet scales have two sides. Red Mountain's roar was not creation, it was a door. Molten stone swallowed empires, but the true fire smoldered in bloodlines. A nameless god's essence, sundered and seething, seeped into Dunmer veins, not a curse. A claim, the ash that blinded Morrowind paled beside the dust of forgotten thrones. The tribunal's theft birthed a paradox. They sought eternity, but eternity demands a host. Azura's pact was not with Namira, it was with absence. With the hollow where a prince once sat, his rage did not die, it pooled, it waited. In every Dunmer heartbeat a ghost stirs. The Nerevarine's oath was a chain, to break it was death, to keep it was to become a vessel. Azura's will was never kind. It was precise, the red year scars fade, the tribunal's statues crumble, but the soul Namira hid in shadows, it hungers still. What trades are made when gods are silent? Azura did not curse the Dunmer, she inherited a debt that needs no voice. It needs only time, and time is a currency even Daedra cannot counterfeit. The Red Mountain sleeps, the tribunal's lies decay. But beneath Morrowind's bones, a prisoner's whisper fattens on every breath. The contract remains, unbroken, unspoken, and the debt, it waits, not in punishment. In expectation. The Book of Azura, buried in Enchulit's ancient shrines, does not speak of blessings. It records a bargain sealed in ember and ash Azura's pact with Namira. The Dunmer don't wither from sin. They unravel from a debt no soul can repay. Each generation a life is claimed not by curse but by contract clause, a payment, a sacrifice, a name. Dunmeri myths call it Nerevar's shadow. They are wrong, the shadow belongs to Azura, her wings cast a long price. The pact of dawn and dusk binds not a god, but a silence, a forgotten prince's echo, trapped in Morrowind's marrow. Namira's ledger is not written in ink, it is carved in breath, in blood, in the toll of mortal years. The razors of Dagon are sharp, the wabajaks of Sheogorath are many, but Azura's artifact is a cipher. The book of Azura does not whisper. It asterisk breathes asterisk, its pages turn with the rhythm of a heartbeat not yet born. To read it is to feel the weight of a name you cannot speak. What is a Daedric Prince if not a storm in a bottle? Azura's storm was a choice. She traded a prince's soul to save Nerevar's line. Now the debt collects, not in fury, in arithmetic, a soul for a soul. A king's legacy for a god's silence. The Dunmer curse is not a mistake, it is a signature, a contract clause inked in firelight. And in every Dunmer's blood, the signature bleeds. The Dunmer's curse is no accident. It is a ledger of owed soul stuff, a tally of what Azura takes to sustain her war against Oblivion. The texts whisper of debts unpaid, not to Namira, but to the price of a throne Azura never claimed. Every red sun, every ashland storm, every twisted vein is a reckoning. Azura does not curse, she collects. Dunmer chant asterisk by Azura asterisk to seal oaths. 3 syllables, 3 binding notes, their tongues swear loyalty, their blood pays interest. Ashlands crack with the weight of unkept vows. Other cultures see Azura as savior, Dunmer see her as collector. To Altmer she is Oriel's fallen star, to Kaji at Alkosh's shadow, but in Dunmer bones she hums a different hymn, a debt etched in soul fire. Namira's groves whisper of forgotten kings, not the ones who died, the ones who asterisk became asterisk. When Azura struck her pact, the Dwemer were not erased. They were woven into the fabric of the debt, their cities, their gears, their asterisk souls asterisk repurposed as collateral. Every Dunmer birth is a ledger entry. Every red moon a tally of souls owing more. No mortal understands the math of Daedric contracts. A promise made in blood demands more than blood. It demands asterisk becoming asterisk. The Dunmer curse is not a mark of Namira's spite. It is a receipt, a soul bound to a pact that outlives empires. Azura does not punish. She asterisk balances asterisk, the ashlands spread. A map of unpaid dues. What do you call a god who expects a soul's growth? What do you call a people who are both vessel and victim? The Dwemer knew. They built their gates to escape the math. They failed. Now their ghosts turn the cogs in Azura's clockwork. The Dunmer chant their oaths. They do not ask for mercy. They do not bargain. They know the price is never the price. It is always more. The prince's fate was never unique. It was a template, a warning. Azura's wings cast long shadows, and every soul that flies toward her is already chained to the ground. The Dunmer were not cursed, they were chosen. Azura's wings are not chains but signatures on a contract written in ash and sung in fire. Red Mountain does not radiate remembers. Its molten heart holds a name the Erebus forgot, a void where a prince's soul should burn. The Dunmer's transformation is not penalty but proxy, their flesh a vessel, their lineage a placeholder for something older, hungrier for permanence. What crumbles when a god borrows time from Oblivion? Namira's gardens do not wither, they transpose. Azura's curse is a silence between breaths, a debt unpaid not in gold but in the right to be remembered. The Dunmer are not victims. They are echoes of a transaction whose terms no living tongue can parse. The Erebus endures not through truth but through story. A mountain becomes a god, a people become a metaphor. Azura's pact is the shadow of a covenant that outlives its purpose. The Red Mountain smolders, the Dunmer age. The forgotten prince remains unbound, his absence the only thing holding the world together. Here is the paradox: to save the Erebus, Azura must let it die in the telling. To keep her promise, she must break it. Every Dunmer breath is a footnote in a book that deletes itself. The curse is not in the fire, it is in the need to explain it, and the need to forget. The fire that shaped the Dunmer still smolders in their bones. Rituals in Aelinar's catacombs whisper of a bond unbroken. What Namira took, Azura gave you truth etched in ash and stardust. The Oblivion crisis was no accident. Mehrunes Dagon's chains frayed on that cursed day, but Azura's hand guided the fracture. Martin Septim's soul became a lever, prying open a gate that had slept since the first era. The Numidium rekindled in the fourth is not a weapon. It is a ledger. Its flames consume what was owed and what was stolen. Cults in the Ashlands chant to a shadow between princess and predator. They do not know they are counting the price of a debt no scale could hold. The hero of Kvatch walked the divide and saw echoes not of a curse, but of a covenant. A forgotten name stirs in the blood of house and harp, a void where a prince should be. The dragon break came not from the skies, but from the silence between pacts. Parthenak's first word was not peace, it was a warning. The last dragonborn felt it, a tremor in the marrow where Daedric will and mortal fate collide. What is bound in fire must fracture. The Dunmer call it a curse, the Nerevarine sought to break it, but chains forged by Daedra are not meant to be shattered. They are meant to be renewed. How many souls does it take to sustain a lie older than time? The answer lies in the ash. The answer lies in the need to forget, and in the need to remember. The oath thrums in the ash, asterisk by Azura, by Azura, by Azura, asterisk a triad of fire and shadow, binding tongue to truth. What is owed cannot be undone. The Dunmer walk as echoes of a bargain struck in void light, their crimson veins a cipher for name Namira swallowed whole. Azura's whisper is no curse, but a contract's final clause, asterisk remember, suffer, ascend, asterisk a forgotten prince's weight crushes their bones, not punishmental legacy. The Pact's shadow feeds on memory, on blood, on the price of becoming. The Nerevarines' voice cracks the air, thrice pledged, thrice bound. Do the stars above Red Mountain burn with borrowed light? Or is it the soul of a god caged in ash, whispering through every breath the Dunmer draw? Silence follows, the debt remains unpaid. The debt etched in Dunmer blood and paid, unspoken. Is this the only ledger the Daedra keep? Tamriel's shadows hum with accounts outstanding. Why do Dunmer texts warn of obligations unpaid? Whispers of a forgotten name linger in their ash. A pact sealed in shadow, a soul's currency spent. The next dossier, the Oblivion crisis, where mortals barter with the price of